on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
Quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, the Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side here to Sanders. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Emmanuel Sanders, 60 yards. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful. They move right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
On the ground, Andrews again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still go.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Dez Bryant, 69 yards. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll throw again from their own end zone. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Fresh set of downs here.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll drop to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Escaping the pressure right. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw here. It's Kelsey on the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Des Bryant. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. Finds Roberts left side. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Stacy. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float. That's caught inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go.
They'll run the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle. In the red zone this time.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
and he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. And the Panthers coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for his second sack of the night. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got... Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about and force the offense back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now the big man, this is Andrews. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
He'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Can't find anyone open. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dez Bryant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll get into the end zone as here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now it's Zach Stacy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The linebacker, Kelvin Shepard, brings him down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. He's lucky to be getting that one back. After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief. And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started. And in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
And his throw is incomplete. Jared Abbrederis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Abbrederis with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 40. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now the big man, this is Andrews. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow.
To the field, here come the Panthers. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivation.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Preston Smith in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it with Andrews. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Here's Andrews. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. He'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Stacy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Austin Hooper. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, being chased out left. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's the option going right there to make it 2nd and 9.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a first down following that long gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And he brings it back. Well, my friend, for the player.